Yeah, yeah, why? One season in the sun, August 20, we running it back. Taste test Tuesday on a Wednesday. How wild is that? Giants in the field, earthquake shake the ground. BFC on the rise, goes coming by the pound. And Brian in the cut, bet Bills on the line. Might need a new doc for the dog this time.
Oh, that's fucking...
begun, let's set it in motion. One season in the sun, pure West Coast devotion.
Pure West Coast devotion. I love it.
Yeah, and the word was frickin'. I know it sounded bad, but I said frickin'. Oh, that's frickin' the truth. Oh, my God. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with the other stuff, and then we'll get into I Need a New Vet. All right, here we go. It's 74 in Santa Cruz. It is 67 in Monterey. It is 81 in Hollister, 74 in Salinas. Santa Cruz, it's sunny conditions expected around 1 p.m. Wind gusts are 9 p.m. Let's see, 73 in San Francisco, 79 in San Jose, 82 in Gilroy. It is 78 in Gorman, which is on the way to Anaheim, which is 87, going to reach 91, and a heat advisory. No, it's not a heat advisory again. How is it not a heat advisory when it was hotter yesterday? I don't know. 5 p.m. is going to be the high today. Okay, cool. It is the traffic is just horrible. No, just traffic's okay. The couple things that are very non-specific by Highway Patrol. On the way to San Jose, nothing really much going on up the one. Little bit of super slow going after the fish hook into onto the streets. 17 up to Santa Cruz or up to San Jose is fine. Nothing really crazy going on there. Apparently, I am not on the Wi-Fi, so let me fix that real quick. The Bay FC again will play on the road this weekend, and I'm going to get the Wi-Fi up here real quick so I can, get these info things sooner than later. Let's see here. Who am I? Okay, don't forget the password. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Everybody get that?
Now
okay.
I know Brian's password.
Yeah, it's like Okay. There we go. All right. Bay FC. There we go. Bay FC is going to be, of course, on the road this weekend. Actually, no. Sorry. Bay FC is going to be home this weekend. What the hell am I thinking of? They are going to be home against the Washington Spirit at Oracle Park. And then a week from Monday on the road at BMO Stadium against Angel City. Earthquakes are going to be on the road this weekend. And that is going to be... And here lately, it's kind of they're losing games they should win. They are drawing games.
Where are they going?
Drawing games that they also should win, but they are going on the road to it makes you scroll all the way down to Austin on Saturday. No, actually Austin. Well, they have an international. Oh, no, they're going to be Houston this weekend. Austin the weekend after that. International break and then home to LAFC. And apparently they've changed the time on that, so I have to check on that. They say it's 5:30 in here. I don't know if that's true. Thought it was, maybe it was 7:30 and now coming back to 5:30. I don't know. But Giants are struggling with the ahead of them in the standings, both in the division and the wild card. Padres losing 5-1 yesterday. Now, of course, they did win 4-3 earlier in the week on Monday. They're going to be playing today at 6:40 and tomorrow at 1:10 before welcoming in. Okay, why does this not have the full schedule? Okay, and geez. I'm like, why? Why?
That's an intense schedule. One night game at 6:00 and then an afternoon game the next day.
Well, it's always getaway day. The last game of the series is always getaway day, which means that they're going to, try to get everybody out of there soon. So they are playing. Oh, sorry, they're away against the Padres. That's right. And then they're going to be away to the Brewers, and then going to come home to the Cubs and Orioles for going on the road to the Rockies, going to the Cardinals, coming back for the Diamondbacks and Dodgers, which we won't be able to be at, but that's kind of a thing. And then Cardinals and Rockies to finish out the season. Really, that's it? Wow, that's a month worth of games, but it's like, oh, wow, that's it. Okay, so that's it. That's going to be it all the way through there. And kind of still in the same place they were a little bit ago, where they were in this whole, hey, we're almost in the wild card, but not quite. So currently they are 6.5 games out, but that's with 2-8 in their last 10, which, considering they were sellers, that's about right. Royals, other team I follow, are 8-2, 1-5, 2.5 games out of the wild card, looking to make a move. With one of the players they have being Yastrzemski, and getting Caglione back very soon. And in Major League news, Bobby Witt of the Royals becomes the youngest Royal ever to hit his 100th home run. So there you go. So there is that. We're at 13 after. And I'm trying to think if there's any other sports news, traffic, weather. No, we've covered it all. We're going to welcome in Kent from Greater Omaha, who is going to give us probably some. Do you have any news we can use?
Hello, yeah, I have a kind of a wacky story.
Hey, Kent.
Oh,
You got to let us know it's there.
Ooh,
And then
it's there.
well, oh gee, why can't I not find the news thing? I could
they
play
say timing is everything.
I could play C as for cookie. Wait a minute.
I like this time.
That's pretty good.
That's good enough for me. C
Yeah.
is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Oh, cookie starts with C.
Wait. That just gave me time to find.
All right, on August.
That just gave me time to find this.
There you go.
All right, dirty laundry for today, August 20th, 2025.
We made it this far.
We made it this far. That's right. Okay.
All right.
What do we got?
Yeah, actually, yesterday, August 19th, a van belonging to the Santa Cruz Volunteer Center was stolen in the early morning hours. The nonprofit relies on the vehicle to deliver meals to nearly 200 people each day, many of whom are experiencing homelessness. Surveillance footage shows two suspects hot wiring the van around 3:45 a.m.
That's
from
jerky.
a lot near Mission Street. Yeah, before driving away.
News
They-
with snarky comments. That's what we deliver here. Okay.
Well, that's a bold opinion you have there.
Yeah, it
that
is.
it was a jerky maneuver
Yeah,
to
it's
steal a
a jerky thing to
$25,000
do.
van,
It's
but they're trying to
it's hard to
raise
have empathy.
$25,000 to replace it.
Oh,
For the person who hotwired the Meals on Wheels van, yeah, no, I could see how that would be tricky.
Yeah.
The police have been actively pursuing leads, but no arrests have been made, and no connections to Labubu's so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's kind of the thing.
this was an active morning yesterday morning, right? Because
Yes,
what you brought yesterday was the high-speed chase across Santa
right.
Cruz.
The Honda Civic.
Within
Yeah.
less than an hour, it sounds like, of this.
Yeah,
Oh my!
but that guy was caught, so we know he didn't do this.
Well, theoretically, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right.
But
That
they
was
never found the people. They only found a Toyota Tacoma. They never found the people who took the Labubus. So
Did they
could
find
be-
Did
I
they
don't know.
find the van though? I mean,
Not yet.
oh, that's an awful big vehicle to just hide.
It also says Meals on Wheels on it.
Oh my. Well, that might go up for a lot of money on the black market.
Yeah, I mean
Right,
that's kind of like
the
wearing
consciousness.
the driving around in a Meals on Wheels van. It was kind of like buying a shirt for a band that half the members were dead before you were born. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing.
It's
Kind of that same.
Like
I wasn't never there cred. Yeah.
This is one of those examples of truth being
I'm
stranger
in a
than
dark
fiction.
mood today. I'm not going to hide it. I am in a dark mood today.
Hopefully,
It feels like something
listen
that would
to
happen in a Batman comic. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's such a wild. Like this is something the Joker would do.
Yeah.
That's so wacky. But no, just two dudes just hot wired a van.
as you do on
As you do.
a Wednesday morning.
Two dudes hot wired a van. Oh,
They're sitting around twiddling their
have,
thumbs saying, what do we do next?
We don't have I didn't add that to the song for this morning. That was just nutty. Okay, well, it happens. All right.
We're missing something?
So
We didn't add the part about two dudes hot wired a van. So, I added the part about how I need a new vet, and that is the frickin' truth. I am just telling you, that is the frickin' truth. Because I'm kind of done with these people. And after yesterday, I'm really done. But we're going to get to that after the break. I don't know. Do we have anything else on this van, or do we have any other news that we need to play the cookie song for?
no other descriptions of vans.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can always play the cookie song.
Okay. Well, maybe here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the a Sarah J song, and then we're going to do that. Actually, you know what? We're gonna head out with Jesus just left Chicago. That's what we're going to do. We're going to head out with some Jesus Just Left Chicago, because I'm going to look for a Pope update during the break. So we're going to see. We're going to see. All right, here we go. You are listening to SantaCruzVoice.com. This is One Season in the Sun.
It's time to enter your best in this year's Santa Cruz County Fair. A hobby collection, favorite pie, cookies, photography, art projects, flowers, fruits and vegetables, quilts, Legos, and more. Most entries close August 21st. Entry information is available online at santacruzcountyfair.com, and while you're there, take advantage of pre-sale ticket packages. That's santacruzcountyfair.com, and we'll see you at
the Santa Cruz County Fair.
I've got a question for you. Do you want a lower car payment just by making a phone call? You know, most people buy a car and they pay whatever the car dealer says their interest rate is, and they forget about it and make payments. But did you know there is a secret in your contract that allows another company to refinance any car payment to try and lower it? It's true. There is indeed a company out there that knows the ins and, more importantly, the outs on car loans, and they know how to lower your current car payments. It's easy and fast, and you could have a lower car payment next month. Make this free call right now and find out if you could lower your existing car payment. Call the Car Savings Hotline right now. The call is free.
Call now, 800-471-4435, 800-471-4435, 800-471-4435. That's 800-471-4435.
Attention content producers. You can have access to a complete digital media production facility at Satellite Co-working and Digital Media Studio on Soquel Avenue. Easily rent video and audio equipment, a studio with green screen, editing suite, and audio booth, all at can't say no rates. Schedule a tour to see for yourself at satellitecoworking.com. Mention Santa Cruz Voice for 20% off your first reservation.
We were told if we worked hard, we'd see brighter days. Now the factories are gone, all shipped away. They sold us hope, then they crushed our dreams, chasing promises that were never real. This ain't the freedom we thought we were buying. With our blood, our sweat, and our tears, we fought these wars and grown this land, and we pay for years through years.
All right, you are back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun. Oh, let's see. Do I have a Who Let the Dogs Out or something like here? I don't know, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy, Kent, let me tell you.
Really?
I feel like there should be some, really hateful music for this. Hold on here, let me see.
E is for Cookie.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go.
No, there. Oh, dude. Oh, there you go. All right, there we go. So I go and I take one of the other dogs to the vet yesterday because she had a swollen face on Sunday, so it was kind of, and then I was, worried about her, but, obviously there was, something wrong tooth-wise or something. And I admit it, I've been, trying to get her into the vet, but, when they tell you there's an estimate of $4,000, you got to make sure you can, pay the $4,000, right? And, or, $2,000 to $4,000, but you got to make sure that you are ready for the $4,000. And so I get there, and I know I'm putting this in the wrong order because we should be doing Taste Test Tuesday on Wednesday right now. But, in fact, that's one thing. Okay, that is one thing we need. I need to have the house band come up with a Taste Test Tuesday on Wednesday song.
Don't break up your story.
Yeah.
I want to hear the end of your story.
Yes. Okay. So 2 weeks ago on Thursday, on the 31st, had to, let go of one of them, right? Because he had 6 seizures, and it was just, he lost all his movement. So I go in there. I'm still a little, ish because of that, and I admit it. So I go in there, and the vet proceeds, and I don't care if she hears this. She can hear this all she wants, man. I am not happy with her office. I am not happy with the way she acted. So she sits there and immediately kicks into like, all right, so you have the pemobed, so what are you feeding her? And I'm like going, well, and I like going through the stuff that I'm feeding her, and she's like, and I'm like, that should all be there because I've been queried about this many times. And I've even brought the thing in that I feed them in the morning that is the, the high protein stuff with all the vitamins. And at night they get the food I make with the, the ground chicken and pork and carrots and potatoes and peas.
Lucky doggy.
And they're sitting here.
Not Purina.
Not Purina. No, enough of that crap, right? And so they're sitting here like, and so she's like, well, I don't have any of that in here. I don't have any of that. And I'm like going, I brought it into you before. And then she's like, well, I don't have that. She'd like literally at me, right? And I'm like going, what the F this be, okay? I'm like, all right, but she's a vet, right? Okay, it's like, all right, everybody comes in here and they're a little stressed. Okay, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to be okay. And then she's like, well, where are you getting your pemobendin? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't have it right up my thing. It's whoever you faxed it to. They changed their name recently. It used to be like Brava or something like that. And then she's like, well, we didn't fax it. I'm like, yeah, you did. You made me come in here in June. You saw her, you did blood work, and then you listened to her heart, and then Dr. Kelly, Dr. I'm not gonna specifically rat them out on air, but I'm ratting them out on air, like I did, like we did with the company that, is going to lose money because I'm not repping them anymore. Right. Mm-hmm. And so And I was like, so the other doctor, who owns the practice, she listened to her. She said, okay, cool. And then, you made me come in here. You made me wait 4 days to come in there. And then she was off the Pemo-Bendin for 4 days. I wasn't really crazy about that, but okay. And I had to pay for them expediting it from, and then I looked it up and I said, fine, it's Wedgwood. No, you're not getting it from Wedgwood. Yes, I am. Well, it's supposed to be pills, not the suspension. And I'm like, no, it's suspension. It's been like that for 3 years because she would spit the pill out or she would avoid it in her food. I would put it in her food and there would be a pill left in the bottom. So she wasn't feeling that. She was like, that's a pill. I ain't eating that. So I'd have to roll it up in bologna or something like that before Loki would get to it, right? And then she's like, no, we didn't fax anything anywhere. No, we didn't do that. Where are you getting the pills? And I said, wherever you faxed it to. And in fact, it's Wedgwood. And then she's like, that's not right. That's not right. And I'm like, and then she's like, okay, well, how old is she? And I'm like, she's about 7.5-ish. Well, I have here that she's 10. And I'm like, that's not right.
That's a different dog.
That's not right.
As I'm pointing at Rachel, and as I'm pointing at Rachel with the
sorry, sorry,
you read into the plot line here.
Well, I didn't expect that turn.
Okay, but no. So then,
well, neither did she.
So
apparently.
then she's sitting there going, well. Okay, so we're gonna have to do an estimate on this thing on her side and all this, although I don't have any previous estimates for that. And I'm like going, okay, well, she said, well, is your email still James? And I'll spare him the last name at gmail.com. And I said, who the hell is that? Okay, I'll be honest, in the vet's office, really what I said after the 20 minutes of getting tormented by this woman of, no, that's not right. No, that's not here. No, we didn't fax anything. You're getting this from somewhere that we don't know about and you don't want to tell us. I mean, after 20 minutes of this crap, she's like, well, is your email still James starts with an E at gmail.com?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, who the F is that? Yeah. I don't know any, and I repeated it. That ain't effing me. And she's looking at me in shock. And I'm like, and I said, by the way, that's not me at the top. She's not a Chihuahua. She's not red. This dog just happens to be named Penny and also taking Pemo-Bendin. After she wrote a full page of notes in this other dog's file. I am like, the lady at the front desk knew who I was when I called and made the appointment, knew that the other dog had passed. By this time, my suggestion that maybe it was the other dog, but she was like, well, you were in here on August 4th getting x-rays and everything. I said, no, I wasn't. She says, how do you know you weren't? And I'm like, because Loki died on the 31st and I really didn't do anything for about a week. And then she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, lady.
Oh.
Seriously. You're really starting to piss me off because I'm going to take my dog and go home and you guys ain't going to get nothing. By the way, she spent 30 minutes doing that. I should have gotten a discount on my appointment because half the appointment should be charged to somebody else because it was about their dog.
Mm-hmm. They should pay for your visit.
They should pay for my visit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in all that, she's just like, oh, this never happens. Oh. Really now? Are you sure?
Except for this time.
Except for this time, yeah. This is, it's like when they said, itchy and scratchy land where nothing could possibly go wrong. Oh my God, that is the first time anything has ever gone wrong. And then, I was fully expecting, considering how wrong this went, that the dinosaurs were going to come in and get it. And you know what's weird? Let me tell you about what's weird. Is that I come up with material that just crap that's actually happened during the week. And I don't know if it's just like, I don't know if God's just looking down on me going like, you got a radio show and you need material. Or there's just some effed up crap I bring out of the universe. But something's going wrong this month. And I'm just like, I mean, from my next door neighbor dying to, to the dog dying, to them. I mean, here's the thing. What if they were like, oh no, she needs a rabies shot, and just quick swooped her up and taken her off and given her one that was gonna give her heart problems? I mean, it is so unconscionably.
Well, it's a good thing you're paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, as she was sitting there like this, there was no way they were going to take her and go do anything until we got to the bottom of what the hell was wrong with this woman. Because she was sitting, she's like, well, I guess now we know why you think I'm a crazy person. And I'm like going, well, yeah, we do. But the other girl came back in and she's like going, well, there's no Loki under this name. And I'm like, what the hell name are you looking under? And then she's like, the same one I got the other file. So it was her. It was that girl. And it's like, and I'm just like going, way to cross-reference who the appointment's with. A-holes. And, I'm just so on the cusp. I'm just so on the cusp.
I've never known even a vet tech to have that be just a job. Like, that's a job for people who love animals and care about their well-being.
Exactly. Because, all right, so the girl with the glasses at the vet thing, she came in once because Loki is a little snuggler, okay? I mean, he was a little snuggler, and then if you were gonna like wrap your arms around all that, he was not good about the nails. But oh man, if you just wanted to hug him, he was okay. He was good. So she would come in to just sit there and hold up Loki all the time, right? And Loki just like, oh, it's that girl. Oh, she's gonna hug me. Ah, yeah, right. And so she would never pull the wrong file. And in fact, she pulled a file once and then she made sure, okay, so this is Penny and this is you. And I'm like, or this is Loki and this is you. I think when we came in for Loki's stuff to get his gala print, I think it was. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's us. And then she's like, okay, cool. And then she's, well, really, I just came in here because I wanted to hug the dog. Oh. And I'm like going, okay. So, okay, no, exactly. And then this other girl, I mean, fine, when I'm leaving, she can hear me kind of, being a little hot because I'm like, you sat there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just bashing me about everything. Only apologized for getting it wrong, not for bashing me on crap that wasn't in the file because you had the wrong file. and she's like, well, this never happens. 37 years, it's never happened. Well, I guess you start tomorrow with 1 day. Number of days without an accident, 0.
Got to put that sign up now.
Well, no, you got to erase the sign now, and you got to go back to, you got to erase the 37 years, and you got to go to 0 days since an accident that could have been catastrophic. I mean,
it's unfortunate that it went on so long, too.
Yes, and she's just bashing me, and this is me going like, yeah, okay, yes, I've waited long enough. You need to give me a new estimate. I get it, okay, but coming up with $4,000, it's not extra. It's for the dog, but it's like coming up with $4,000 because we needed to remove the thing on her side. That's like, and that's, well, $2,000 to $4,000, but that's like $1,200 guaranteed right there. So that's why it's, starts at $2,000, right? And admittedly, going to the $2,000 and knowing where I'm going to get the other two, you want me to do that before I have you do it because you want to get paid. So, I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't do it that day, but all right. But you pulling the wrong file and then yelling at me because I don't know the information in someone else's file is tantamount to me thinking,
it doesn't instill
I need a new vet. Okay, I stopped having a vet with a national chain of vets because their doctor at the time, I went in there with an animal like 5 times with her. I never met her because she hid in the back and would not come meet anybody. She would call you and then tell you stuff over the phone. I hated that. I thought she was, and she was totally being a giant, a giant horrible word. And the other doctor was there at that time was no better because, hey, here's no. So let me talk about bad vets. He sat there when, in 2018, 19, something like that, said that Loki needed double knee surgery, and he was never going to hop up on things or hop down off things again, and that he was probably at a year left or so. Remember, this is 2018, 19, right? He died, 2 weeks ago. Okay, so F you, Dr. Doom and Gloom, F you again, but at least he would come out and face you. The reason I left that practice was because of the way they acted. And I found Dr. Bishop, and he was down at Carmel, and oh my God, they were all so fantastic. I loved them, and unfortunately, though, Dr. Bishop passed away, and he didn't have a succession plan of people to keep the practice going, because I think a doctor really didn't matter there. It was everybody else in the practice that made it work. And I literally mourn the closing of that business every day because they were fantastic. So I found these other people, and they're okay. They're the best I could find at the time, and they're okay. This right here has me thinking, yeah, you sent me an estimate of what I needed to have done, but I really kind of want anyone else to do it.
Well, she said it never happens, but you watched her write in the other dog's file
half
things
a
about
page
your
of notes,
dog.
things on my dog, yes, and
Right,
didn't
like-
apologize for the incredible. It wasn't so much the F up. The F up was bad enough. She did apologize for that. But she didn't apologize for the way she acted. And she acted towards me.
Can you cremate paper?
Oh, man. Well, she can't
Is that
destroy it. She's
can you
written in
burn
the file.
paper?
She's written in the file that has something else from their file. And
That's going to be a weird
that's
tandem
going to be a
file
weird
now.
conversation when that dog does come in. And I'm just like, and she got mad when I asked if the other doctor could come in and finish the appointment because I wasn't really sure that she was capable of doing it at this point. And then she says, well, we're almost done. I'm like, well, all right. Is she going to be writing the estimate?
She's almost done with her career? Or?
She's almost done with treating me in this way. And I tell you what, I'm going to give the doctor that owns the practice a chance to apologize for it. But this isn't right. This needs to be taken care of because you made me, the more I thought about it, the more I'm just sitting here like, well, literally, what if they had done something to her that killed her?
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, oh, well, we're sorry. And I'd be suing their ass.
Of course you would.
I would be suing their ass. I mean, look, Penny was abandoned on the street by a vet tech who was going to vet school. And it didn't take much to get state vet boards to say, well, she shouldn't probably sit for vet boards when she obviously dumped her on the street. So imagine about somebody that's screaming at a pet's owner, companion, friend, whatever. I mean, it's like, Sergio. I mean, look, Sergio knows, like, we're going to bring it back. Sergio knows that Homer is the reason that he's popular. He knows it. It's not because he makes cars. It's because he has a dog that sits in the cars.
Sergio fabricates things for Homer.
Sergio fabricates things for Homer's fame. And he got into Sotheby's because of Homer. All right. It wasn't because Sergio's cool and he makes cars. It's because Homer sits in them.
So Sergio is cool and he makes cars.
He is cool by proxy.
There's no Homer to sit in a car without Sergio.
Okay, but Sergio,
he's the brainchild. He's the they trust.
Yeah, you think he got him because he's Sergio, or you think he got him because Homer was with him sitting in the car? I'm telling you, he did not get in if
All
Homer's
right.
not sitting in the car. Okay, that's just the way
We
it is.
tried, Sergio.
We tried.
We tried.
He tried to get it there for you. And the fact is that he's okay with that. I mean, there were when Homer had a thing on his ear a while back, there were thousands of messages wondering how Homer was doing. Sergio had a medical thing, and there were like 2 messages saying, "I hope you're okay." So he knows his
You better
place.
yet?
He knows his place, right? I mean, nobody cares that I need shoulder surgery. The fact that Penny has this thing on her tummy that she needs to get taken
How's the
off.
dog?
How's the dog? Okay, and I get it. I know, and that's the way I feel too. Okay, don't get me wrong. That's the way I feel too. But oh my God, and I mean, when we had to put Parker down in 2021. I waited an entire day of her having the issues she was having that I knew was kind of the end, because Dr. Doom and Gloom was on that day, and I was not going to have him tell me that. I was not going to have him tell me that. I knew the conversation I was going to have. I knew it. I knew we were there, but he wasn't going to tell me. And that's absolutely it. He was not going to tell me.
Why wasn't going to tell you?
Because I wasn't going to go in there and have that a-hole tell me that. As many times as he has a-holed at me, I was not having him tell me that. I knew who was on Thursday. And so I waited till Thursday to take her in, and she was comfortable and okay, and I got her resting. Now, if it gotten worse, I would have gone into the emergency hospital, but she was resting and comfortable, and I knew where we were. But I was not having him tell me that. I would have gone to the emergency hospital during the day to not deal with him, because he was not going to tell me that it was time. And I don't want to go to this woman anymore. I do not want to have this woman be caring for my dog anymore. And if that means I have to wait for the other doctor while I find a new one, if that means that I have to just simply find a new one because there's no guarantees, I don't care. I will not have this woman dealing with my dog anymore, just because we're not.
And you need care
Well, she
for
doesn't
your
even know
puppy.
if it's your dog.
Well, it is a thing. So anyway, we're going to shift gears out of me yelling about a dog, and we are going to go into good segment. We're going to go into commercials. We're going to be there. We're going to play some appropriate music going out, and oh Jesus, we're gonna have some appropriate music going out, and we will be right back here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun. Wrong button.
It's high time to celebrate the opening of the new Hook Outlet Dispensary, 1129 Mission in Santa Cruz. Get in on the opening fun and really low prices on the Hook's unmatched selection of top quality medical and recreational cannabis flower, vapes, drinks, gummies, and concentrates. The Hook Outlet is now the West Side's source for finest cannabis at the lowest prices. Get in on all the opening fun and low prices at the all-new Hook Outlet. HookOutlet.com for details and deals.
It's hot up here. Hi, folks. Warren Knox here of Knox Roofing. Yes, it really does get hot up here, but it's okay because Knox team has been sweating it out on rooftops for 30 summers to make certain your roof will keep you warm and dry through the winter. If you have any doubt about your roof will weather the winter, call Knox Roofing today and ask about a free rooftop inspection. We love it up here. 461-0634. Thanks, folks.
The Santa Cruz County Fair starts Wednesday, September 10th, but now's the time to enter your best canning, baking, quilts, Legos, art, photography, flowers, fruits and vegetables, or favorite collections. Most entries close August 21st. Entry information is available at santacruzcountyfair.com. And while you're there, check for pre-sale ticket offers. Get your ticket packages, enter the fair, and we'll see you at
The Santa Cruz County Fair.
When you need help escaping from an abusive relationship, call on the Angel.
Hello, I am attorney Angel Hess, and I am ready to help you. Whether you or a loved one needs legal protection from an abusive spouse, cohabitant, or neighbor, I will help you. I have over 7 years' experience working as a lawyer protecting others from abusive relationships.
Stop the abuse now. Call on the Angel, attorney Angel L. Hess at santacruzlegal.net.
Never saw you drift away. Now the days collapse into an empty place. Talking to the walls like they might talk back. Listening for footsteps that ain't coming back. And it's heavy, it's breaking my heart. 'Cause this is a lonely part. The coat still hangs where you left it. Picture frames lean like they've changed their mind.
All right, we're back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You're listening to One Season in the Sun. All right. Sorry, I needed an extra second there or so. It
Was that picture frames hang like they've changed their mind?
Yes. No, the picture frames lean like they've changed their mind.
Lean like they've changed their mind.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. When I wrote that line, it was, I was like, I was
It's a
sitting
little
there.
forlorn.
Well, okay, I was sitting there. When, all right. So I just got out of a good ugly cry when we went into break, but now I'm going to get into another one. So it was when an ex-wife who just loved to leave relationships when she got bored. And and she left ours like 5 times. It was fun. I knew everything was like permanent over because like everything was just ramsacked. It was fun because I had one of her friends who I wasn't really crazy about that went to karaoke shows that I was running at the time, had all of our patio furniture in their backyard because they got it as payment for helping her ransack the house. And all the picture frames are like off.
Oh.
And I'm just like going, and so when I saw that, I wrote that line that the entire song is written around. And it was like, well, the picture frames are leaning kind of like someone changed their mind. I mean, and it was like,
it says like speeding along in motion. It's really, it's an interesting way to describe picture frames. And it really says a lot.
It was more about that. It was more about like, oh, she changed her mind, and as they were leaving, they just ran across the picture frames because they were in such a hurry to do this before I came home, and hurt some MFers for stealing crap out of my house. It's like, fine, leave this is what you're gonna do anyway. You do this all the time.
We're just gonna traumatize. We're gonna
traumatize our entire audience
Brian.
today. There we go.
We're going to go through your psychosis.
The entire audience is like, I did not
for the
need
purposes
this.
of entertainment.
I'm crying in my Big Mac. Okay, now it's like, But the other side is that anytime I write a song, if you are not ugly crying by the second verse the first time you hear it, I didn't do it right.
Exactly. What's the point?
What's the point? Okay. Taste Test Tuesday, which we don't have music for, Kent. How the hell is that how's that possible? Okay, why are you not in here? Okay, so I sent it. Why? Well, okay, let me Let me get you in here. There you are. Okay, there you go. Okay. So I don't know. And this needs to be my project this week, is writing an appropriate song and figuring out the vein that it needs to be in.
Or inappropriate.
Ha
Maybe it needs to be death metal. Taste Test Tuesday. Kind of some good gore. Some gore.
Yeah,
Taste Test
gore.
Tuesday.
There we
It's on a Wednesday. Isn't that weird? Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, it's weird.
Cock weird. Then I'll have to decide whether I record the vocal.
Rachel, you know Guar, right? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
you're in for a treat when you Google this.
I think
Yes.
there's going to be some costumes involved in this.
I'm pretty sure.
You're not
Okay,
wrong.
so here we go. Unlike on Tuesday, where we have to hurry through, but this week in Bubbles, because we always like to squeeze Rachel to put her on time and make her feel squeezed. She's like,
As Bubbles
she's
do.
like, wait, is that really what happens? Yes, it actually is.
It makes it more exciting that way.
Makes it more exciting when you're like, oh my God, I only have 24 seconds. So we're gonna do the same with. Okay, so today we have A&W Ice Cream Sundae
Oh, yummy.
soda. Okay,
We each have one here in the
we
studio.
each have one. So let's try it. Here we go.
Wait.
Got a
Okay.
cute can.
I'm gonna just say about this that is not 5-ingredient soda like the Liquid Death was, but it tastes really just like the Liquid Death. It is super chocolatey. It is super. Yeah, it's pretty snazzy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. All right, that's actually pretty
Very
good.
chocolatey.
It's very chocolatey.
It's got a lot of
It's
flavors.
chocolatey, delicious.
It really buries the lead that it's an ice cream sundae because it's like a hot fudge sundae. It's
I
a
kinda-
cold hot fudge sundae.
Oh.
There you
I
go.
used to have this.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to have this friend that had these weird trumpet-like sneezes, and so every time they sneezed, I was ready with the Cocoa Crispy song, and then they would sneeze, and I would play do 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 do. It's that did not end well. I'm just
No,
no.
they didn't love you.
They
for
didn't
that?
love me for that. No. You know what else we have? No, that's actually okay. That's really good. It's not as good for you as the Liquid Death, but that's
Sure.
actually really good. All right, the other thing we've got
Not nearly.
is Pringles Hot Honey.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to come over and
Walmart
get some.
exclusive. I found out when I went to Target to get it.
It's the sound of chewing. There we go.
It's nice.
I'm not tasting the
There's a
hot
little
honey yet.
spice. There's a little spice. I'm not getting honey per se.
I'm not getting honey.
I got a lot more.
I'm not getting spice. I mean, I paired this with the ice cream sundae in case we needed to cool down. But I'm
right,
getting
you didn't
nothing.
have to cool it down.
I ain't have to cool
I
it
got,
down.
a, I got a little honey in there.
I ain't getting nothing. I mean, did I
It's
get
not
the wrong chip?
nearly- Right? Maybe.
I
have
did.
another one.
Wait
But
a
it's
minute.
not
I'm
nearly
sorry.
as-
I'm sorry. Did I get chips that were about the wrong dog? Is that what I got in my? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Check the can. Who packaged it? Was it?
Oh, it's Murray. Murray
was it
sucks.
that tech?
Murray. It was, yeah,
Okay,
packed by.
so-
It says packed by Murray. Murray sucks.
Oh, see, that's probably your problem.
Oh, I got the spice on my lips.
But I
You
will
get
say
nothing.
the popcorn. The popcorn had a lot more of that hot honey.
Oh my God, the popcorn
flavor.
was great.
Yeah,
I
I'm
miss
gonna
that.
get some more of that today. I swear.
Popcorn was great. Yeah, this is what happens when Rachel misses shows. She misses the popcorn.
Oh, I'm just here
You
for the
missed
popcorn.
The popcorn.
Yeah. You know, we have Maria coming back in a couple weeks. We got to find some really unhealthy stuff
Something weird.
because she's going to come here and talk to us about health. So we got to find some
Yeah.
stuff that's really going to mess
She
you
also
up.
talks to us about. She talks to us about positive things.
Positive things,
and
being
she
good
has
to your
deal
body.
With us.
But then she, okay, but I'm going to point this out to all you guys out there.
Somebody's got to do it.
She actually intentionally picks Taste Test Tuesday on Wednesday to come in. So it's not us forcing her to eat
Wow.
crap. It is her choosing
that
to
curtain
come
back.
in to come in on days where it's completely messed up. So,
It's true.
It is true.
It's true. She does.
She
walks right into the buzzsaw.
She just says, "Well, let me find out what the hell you guys are eating." There you go. I mean, she's really has that kind of attitude. In fact, she does her email when she comes back. Well, let me find out what the F you guys are doing. I mean, it's like
she was like, "I'm trying to see when I can get back on and talk about what I've got going on."
Yeah.
And I give her, I'm like, "We got these dates," and she's like, "Whichever one has me eating."
Yeah, I know.
All right.
She's like she's not even hiding the fact that she's trying to impose upon herself the whatever it is we're doing that day. Yes, no, she's trying to do it. So
I look forward to eating on the radio too, probably for the same sort of reasons, like the feature of your mouth sounds on the crunchy chip, or the sound of that.
Such a weird way to couch it. I look forward to eating on the radio.
AURAL.
Oral.
Okay?
Oral experience.
Yes, before Rachel starts, turning this into a
audio
into a show that we will have to apologize more for. Wait, we haven't done this.
We didn't apologize once.
Yeah.
The opinions you hear being expressed today are those of the program.
I mean, okay, I was heated, but I don't think I had anything to apologize for. I mean, I didn't sit there and lay them out by name or their company by name, and the only ones I listed by name are the people I thought were fantastic, that I mourn the closing of the business, but I feel they absolutely deserved everything I gave them. But I'll push it again.
The opinions you hear being expressed today.
Wait a minute. Let me do this the right way. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Got the real one?
Opinions expressed on today's program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice. Think local. First, the county of Santa Cruz, their management, or staff.
I mean, doing it like that, I don't mind hearing the whole thing. I'll just be honest with you.
Or staff.
Here comes the payoff.
If you hear something you disagree with, please reach out directly to the host. Respectfully disagree. Listen and be heard.
That one didn't have the respectfully.
I mean, I've got a few seconds. We can listen to the other one.
The opinions expressed on today's program are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views of Santa Cruz Voice.
And then we got to get to the end. Okay, here we go.
First, the county of Santa Cruz, their management or staff. If you hear something you disagree with, please reach out directly to the host. Respectfully disagree. Listen and be heard.
I don't know why it cuts off at the end, but you know what? And on that, we're done for the week. Well, we got our thing for tomorrow, so we're gonna. I have this feeling. I have this feeling. The vet saga is going to go into tomorrow, but we'll see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Check out the podcast, One Season in the Sun.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
And all the rest of this is just on the podcast. So I can sit there and say all the bad words I want. Farfignugan.
Whoa.
Farfignugan.
That was the F word. Guys, were you expecting that F word? Is that what you were picturing when you were saying F?
Oh, here. Let me do my best Johnny Fever. Booger. There we go. See ya.
I blanched. Wow.